Hi Aries, I'm Ashley with Divine Vibes Tarot, here to give you your Divine Vibes for the month of January 2025. I've been absent, I know. I've had a lot going on. What a year, right? Ups, downs, inside, outside. Whew. At least we have until March, right? Ooh, wow, wow, whoa, whoa. All right, away you have broken heart, financial constraints, happy family. Let's get a couple more for Aries. The broken heart card, I feel like already happened or happened way in the past. But I do feel like it's connected to this financial constraints card. Yes, yes. Financial constraints is, the card number is 13. So that deduces to the number 4, which is like your home, close to home. And then the happy family card is next, which is also the number 4. So, ooh. Ooh. Strength card at the bottom of the deck. Is it focusing? There we go. What do we have? What do we have? Okay. First chakra, which Leo just had. Woman holding a heart, and magician and the mirror. All right, let's clarify this broken heart card. I see a lot of tears. It's like lots of 2 energy, 2 of wands, 2 of swords. Maybe you had to make a decision about what you wanted your future to look like, and you had to pick a path. Right? But when we pick a path, we might have to leave another path behind. And that's never easy. Yeah. You needed to collect yourself, to rest, focus, so you could make a good decision. 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Something had to end, and it was painful. Why is this here for Aries now? Because I feel like this already happened. Maybe something from that decision is coming back. And you know what's crazy is I got a message before the Leo reading that no success or failure is ever final, and I feel like the same thing is coming up. Like, if you chose a relationship in the past, it could be that a different one, that the one you let go of, is coming back. And you're wondering, which way do I go? Do I try this, or do I leave it in the past? It's a great question. Let's find out. Because I think what's happening is you having this hesitation is holding up your money. Gosh, this is a very similar message that Leo got. Which way does Aries need to go? Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you have something that's established, if you break that bond that's established, you can never unbreak that. Do you get what I'm saying? If you choose to consider a partnership while you have a partnership, you can never undo that. But you can still heal that energy from the past. You can still ask yourself, why am I drawn to this partnership? What is it about this partnership that I'm still hanging on to? Maybe it's just something you need to heal. It could be a past life connection, and maybe, where did I read that story? Dr. Brian Weiss. He is that past life regression therapist. And I remember reading a story about a woman who was married, but she ran into this guy and she felt like she knew him. And he kept asking her to dinner, and she couldn't figure out like why he was so familiar, why he was so, why she was so drawn to him. And so she met him for dinner. If you know this story, please correct me because it's been a long time since I read this, but something like there was a past life regression and it was a soul connection from another lifetime. And once she did the past life regression, she or he, I can't remember who the story was specifically about, but they didn't have that same like pull after whoever was doing it did the regression. They realized that it was just a past life connection, and they, were happy to be in each other's energy for that time and like say hi to each other and have dinner and everything, but it wasn't something that they needed to participate in and wreck what they had currently. All right, so for financial constraints, you're getting the Two of Cups. So I feel like I said, this decision or this I feel like it's a visit from the past. It's affecting your money. It's either distracting you at work, or it has to do with money. Maybe it's a relationship you had and they owe you money, or you owe them money, and they're coming back being like, oh, hey, by the way, I still need that $600 for, I don't know, rent that you owe me or something. Clarify financial constraints. Why is that here? And if it's not, remember, money is energy. So like if it's not physical money, it's like, where are you putting your energy? What is your vision for the future? Do you want that happy family? Or do you feel like you're not satisfied? Is the financial constraints really like an energetic constraint? Do you feel like you can't grow in the situation you're in? And maybe you're single and you feel like, you really want to patch things up with a past person. And you've just been focused on your stability, focused on what your needs are right now. But there's still that little bit of sadness about the past. And you think, hey, maybe that's who I was supposed to be with. Or maybe that was the job I was supposed to have. Or maybe that was the state I was supposed to live in. Or maybe that was the house that I wanted. Or maybe I was supposed to have kids. Yeah, I feel like this is a real revelation that sort of rocks your internal stability. What are you going to do, Aries? Could involve an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And you really need some perspective on this to bring healing. You need to mix together your determination with your intuition, okay? There's something here about that combo that helps like bolster you, so you know where to give and you know where to walk away. You are going to have to create some boundaries. And remember, boundaries are for yourself. It's not saying to someone, you stay over there. It's saying like to yourself, I can't talk to that person, or I can't consider living in that state. Or, I mean, you can do whatever you want, honestly. But remember, like the boundaries, they're for you. They're not for people around you. And that will really help tighten up the direction you want to go in. Because if your boundaries feel off to you, it's going to be uncomfortable, right? And you can only be uncomfortable for so long. It's one thing when you're uncomfortable because you're learning. It's another thing to be uncomfortable because you're making a decision that your soul does not align with. Let's get some information on this happy family card. So I feel like you're trying to make the best decisions. Wow, why don't this focus? Making the best decisions around the people you want to surround yourself with. You know, even if you don't have a family now, maybe you're envisioning, you know, living close to the ocean and possibly having a family at some point, and you just want to put yourself in the right situation. And you know what? You only live once. Plus, you're an Aries. You got this. You do these things all the time. And I see you contemplating this and knowing that it's going to be, it might be a challenge. It might be hard. But it also could be the best decision you ever made for yourself. Clarify the happy family card for Aries. Like I said, it might be a challenge. The Ten of Wands is out. A Strength card. The Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, like I said, could be the best thing that ever happened. If you follow your heart, I mean, be balanced, right? Balance between your head and your heart. No matter what decision you make, you will have to leave something behind. Okay? So get in touch with what that is. Because when you make the decision, the universe conspires to make that happen. All right, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions, rapid fire. no hesitation. You say the answer right away. You can't think. Okay, what's your favorite color? How old are you? What state do you live in? Do you want the new thing or the old thing? There you go, you have your answer. That was easy, wasn't it? First chakra talks about safety, security. I see you sort of relaxed, like I feel safe where I'm at. I feel okay. I'm curious about trying something different, but it doesn't seem like you're rushing to try something different. It's like you have to consult with someone. Yeah, a lot of contemplation. A lot of contemplation. Same energy still coming out, which is always interesting to me. Queen of Swords, Four of Cups, the Strength card, Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So like, what's gonna bring me peace? What's going to bring about my manifestations? What's gonna open my heart? Okay, so I'm getting this energy of like, be sure that whatever decision you make is not out of control, is not from a space of fight or flight. Because I see you like putting the work in and moving forward with something. You know what? It looks like you got it. Whatever decision you make, you may walk away from something. And it looks very challenging. But I also see you being at this space in your life once you do that where like manifesting happens like that. Like you're so in tune, you're so clear now on what's good for you, what's not good for you, your boundaries, that things are just like falling in your lap. Let's clarify this woman holding a heart. Deduces to the number 8, which to me talks about wealth. This could just be abundance in general. Rather than like love specifically. So think about abundance in your life. Do you have friends? Do you have family? Do you have a vehicle? Do you have food in your cabinet? Did you pay your electric bill? Did you pay your car insurance? Were you able to visit family? Were you able to go to work? Right? Like all those things I guess from my perspective, add up to abundance. again, this mix of like determination, intuition, and owning your power to know where to put your roots down, where to dive in deeper, because you're going to have an opportunity to make a real serious commitment, whether that be, and you manifested this commitment, so whether that be like an engagement or a new job or going back to school, this is something you've been wishing for that's going to come to fruition during Aquarius season. And I see you going deep to find out. I see you really connecting. Very potent energies. You're very balanced in this decision. This could also be traveling. Deciding to travel and realizing how strong the energy is once you get there, and possibly deciding to either stay there or move there at some point in the future. There's a lot of freedom here. I think Capricorn season was a time of you to heal. You may have had to close out some cycles. And it felt like it was taking a ton of time to get through that. And so some fears may have been born out of that energy, but you have success showing up here. You have 6 of Wands. You beat the competition. And it may have been unexpected. And now you get to leave that energy behind. New cycles are opening up. We're in Aquarius season, baby. I mean, you know, not season, but the age of Aquarius. There you go. We're in the age of Aquarius, right? Pluto is in Aquarius now. It's all about freedom. Clarify this Magician and the Mirror. This also deduces to the number 8. So definitely, and then the 8 of Swords just came out. So definitely thinking about your money, your job, your expenses, your house, your car, right? Do you have everything you need? And for the Magician, like, what do you want to manifest? Like I said, it's like that, right? You're just manifesting on point. Clarify the Magician and the Mirror for Aries, January 2025. Yeah, I still see you being kind of confused. If you manifest like this, your manifestation is going to come out kind of wonky. There's too much overthinking. And a lot of this looks like control. You want to be in control. You got to open up your heart. You have to be vulnerable at some point. Just be honest. Be honest with yourself. Don't even worry about involving other people. Get a journal. Be honest with yourself. Get clarity before you make any decisions. Okay? Yeah. Especially when it comes to partnerships of any kind, soul connections. Your family and friends are going to be a real support at this time. I see if you are afraid that you have a friend in your vicinity who is not being honest with you, who is hiding something, it's a possibility. I don't want to scare anybody, and please don't overthink this, because once you sit and you really think about it, you're gonna know. It's gonna be very obvious to you. And it will resolve itself. It won't stay hidden. Nothing is going to be hidden anymore. Everything is going to come to the surface. So even if you're being deceptive, it will come to the surface. I didn't see any deception in your specific energy, but I did see some competition and some fear around the people that are closest to you. Just remember that taking care of yourself is going to relieve so much of that energy. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Start there and then expand outward. Any other messages for Aries that Aries should be aware of for January? I am getting some messages for a family member, a parent. Could be a sibling, but I see it more as a parent. I can see you wanting to overcome this challenge and have a new beginning and plan to move forward. But there's some conflict there. And I think you know the reason why there's conflict there. There could be too many chefs in the pot. And they're so concerned about what this looks like, the stability of this, without really communicating with their higher self to gain clarity. I'm seeing someone just be like, oh, I'm doing this in the name of love. I'm doing this because I really care. But that's not why they're doing it. They're doing it because they cannot stop thinking about how painful this ending is going to be. They are so afraid. Whereas I feel like you have surrendered it a little bit. They are still fighting an internal battle. So if that's something that you can, just avoid the power struggles in family dynamics for now. Because I think whoever you're dealing with is just they're having a really hard time. But they'll walk around like everything is fine. Like, no big deal. I got this. I know what's going on. So, all right, Aries. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to my website. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. I can't wait to see you again soon. All right. See you soon.